reasons why everything I think and know is from yesterday. Everything I think and know is from yesterday opens a way for me to understand and embody everything I meet in this moment with energetic listening to hearken here and now wisdom rises me to my liminal carpet glide of genuine liberating intuitive discernment enjoying life my way as that opens a way for me to understand and admit today's indoctrinated education teaches ancestor survival mode programming and third world enslaving mindsets, and that standardized education still echoes standardized fears. Built never to liberate minds, but to mold obedience to follow what everybody else thinks you should do and be of. And if you look at the world, and if you get if you're honest with yourself, education teaches negativity and a fear to express a different way of viewing the world than your teachers. Because when you didn't view it the way your teachers did, your teachers would kind of ridicule you and make fun of you. That happened to me a lot. And that really instilled an insecurity within me until I realized that was their way. Your way is your way. And be open to get rid of, to be molded in obedience. That structure rewards repetition over reflection, survival over self, and echoes ancestral programming where safety meant silence. How does that play out in your life today? Safety means silence. And how does the world stay silent, but we never really speak about what is causing the challenges in the world? Because the challenges that everybody faces are all our own. But the way to rise out of them is your own ingenuity, innovation, inspiration, and wisdom. Curriculums often carry colonized code, conditioning students to compete, conform, and consume instead of imagine, intuit, and innovate. It trains productivity, never present moment performance to enhance the dance of our dreams, and never purpose. What is your purpose in life? Like my purpose is I want to expand people out of yesterday to understand their inspirations of now will move them forward. And this is something, why my here and now landscape is where I rise out of my past, yesterday's thinking and knowing, because the present is untamed terrain to the subconscious mind. See, everything is a subconscious representation, basically. And the present, here and now, is unscripted, unrealized, unrehearsed, and untrained. As I move forward in life, I rise to arise here and now because old thoughts can't navigate new ground. It can't navigate the now. Old thoughts never navigate the now. When you use thoughts, you're living in the past, but you're not in the now. You're still in the past. And that's something I really opened up to understand with self-help, personal growth, self-improvement. They never let you out of the past. They keep trying to they keep having you go back and deal with the past thoughts, past thinking. Well, that thinking is still alive in your subconscious, frozen in time representations. You will listen your way out of the past. And you will question your way out of the past because you can't think and know what's already ingrained in you. Think and know is the subconscious mind's basically holding you in the boundaries of yesterday. Because now is never memory, it's momentum. Each breath is a rebellion against the echo, a return to what's really beyond what was taught. As I rise from now, I stand where no map guides me, They're here, this breath, this beat, this bare light is mine, and of my divine prime time dexterity, never born of what was, but blooming from what is. The here and now, forever harmonizing everyday rebellious energy, naturally optimizing wisdom. As I release the weight of yesterday's knowing, I release the chains of inherited thought, the past whispers as I choose never to echo. The mind flickers. I choose never to follow. Today is never a reflection, it's an innovation, and it is me being alive, unscripted, and unbound, realizing life is a forever here in the moment adventure. As I'm awakening and aware to admit, me, myself, and I, everything I think you know is from yesterday and what other people want me to know. How does that play out in your life? What other people want me to know? And see, I looked at the self help, personal growth, self improvement world. All their stuff is stuck in the binds of a mind, and it never lets you out of yesterday to enjoy today. As I now realize and admit, inherited cognition cycles through cognitive recollections, ensuring reactive perception sustains yesterday's imprint. All that passed out of my life 5 seconds ago. As I instantly understand this theme, my sovereign discernment dissolve conditioned filtration of my yesterday's thinking and knowing to swiftly instigate my fearless intuitive wisdom, magnifies limitless elevating innate innovations effortlessly. As I rise from now, I stand where zero map guides me. And today is not a reflection, it's my intuitive innovation. Why today's occurrence mirror ancestor survival mode programming and third world enslaving mindset, because today's events and encounters and experiences trigger ancestral signals, echoes of survival patterns encoded in blood and breath from the third world enslaving mindsets. And if you look at the world today, and all you got to do is look around the world and you take out medicine and computers, what's different? But how is the computers even training us to have a third world and enslaving mindset? How is the computers created our thinking and knowing of today? And yes, I do use AI, but I question it. I only question it because it gives me a different something else, and it goes along with the way I view my life, and with wisdom, insight, and clarity. Well, because as I now understand and admit, what looks like overreaction may be protection. How is anger and getting mad at something an overreacting protection to keep you safe in your comfort zone? That's passed down through generations. My anger was passed down, and did I accept it? Oh yeah, but it's passed down through generations that had zero room for safety. See, our comfort zone programming keeps us inside whatever we've done. It's a boundary with colorless fences. It's just a fence, but it's colorless and it's invisible. Our comfort zone programming is an invisible fence. And when somebody says set boundaries, when you set a boundary, you got an invisible fence holding you in the pin of whatever that is. Modern stressors often wear old chains wired through colonial mindsets, scarcity codes still pulsing in the nervous system. That the fight to prove, please, or produce is never failure. It's inheritance. How do you see that today? Prove, please, and produce in your life today. I see that. And, 10 years ago, I was really bad about it because I'd like to prove I could do it, please people, and then produce, trying to get a pat on the back. And usually you got a kick in the butt. That's the way it is. That's called inheritance. Asking to be released. I never chase thoughts or collect knowing to instantly to hearken the free-flowing enterprising prowess that flows through my here and now, that is pulsating prowess and pure spirit to rise shine of my innovative prowess that polishes the friction in my life away. Because everything from the past, everything you intend to do in the now, it's all friction. This is where we want to be. This is where we want to go. And this is sitting here. Your daily life is a polisher. It's going to polish away the rough edges if you listen, question, and comprehend. However, you're going to never think and know your way out of the past to where you want to go. Because thinking knows bestows you in status quo woe. That's something I've discovered in my own life. As I instantly rose out of external influence amplifies imposed validation, ensuring subconscious absorption overrides fluid ingenuity. As I awaken to energize, my energetic wisdom magnifies intuitive liberation, sovereign engagement, dissolves my restrictive programming, effortlessly opens as I am authentically aware of the dare to never replay self-imposed narratives within me. See, when we get into the cognitive recollections, we replay the self-imposed narratives. How many times have you said, I'm going to change my life, but yet yesterday's way of life is controlling your reactions to your daily life? As I let go of my self-imposed narrative, instantly rise to express boundless enterprising emergence of innovative artistry, designs my healthy, wealthy, accomplished outcomes, effortlessly energizing sovereign activation, dissolves the inherited cognitions of my thinking, knowing mind, expanding into fearless mystical mastery. As I effortlessly experience my life of luxurious leisure, now and forevermore, I soar a sovereign savvy. As I breathe to lifestyle peace, the now I sculpt from each breath. I unlearn each step. I design. I no longer drag my yesterdays into today's canvas. I let them become the brush as my lifestyle blooms in the here and now of natural, optimistic, wanderer's curiosity to color my world with my dreams. As I color my dreams, it's never from scripts I memorize, but from freedom frequencies I feel and embody from my desires that drips raw and ready from clay. As that awaits only for this moment, as my fashion designer prowess colors my pristine scenes of my dreamers' paradises. And that is, you want to start expressing your daily life through your inspirations, your dreamers' paradises, whatever it is to keep you out of the cognitive recollections of your thinking and knowing. Because you think and know, you go into yesterday and you go into what you've always done. As I asked why everything I think and know are snapshots from yesterday, controlling my reactions of the here and now. Cognitive impressions are a time-stamped echoes, preserving yesterday's meaning as present moment truth. Until sovereign discernment dissolves the illusions of now being the here and now. Because every thought is preloaded is a preloaded script authored by past imprinting unless fearless awareness interrupts the playback, allowing intuitive emergence to compose the present moment. How is that in your life? That is one of the most wisest statements, affirmations I ever heard. Every thought is a preloaded script authored by past imprinting unless my fearless awareness interrupts the playback. Because the cognitive recollection is a playback, allowing intuitive emergence to compose, color, and design my present moment magic. And that is the truth, because the our comfort zone programming is the playback from the past. So when you can rise out of that and start expressing your inspirations of your desired lifestyle, you dissolve the past to color the here and now. As raw acuity, it's rooted alive and wild, rooted in live wisdom, never memorized answers. See, that's the thing. There is no answers or solutions in life. There's pathways and the here and now, because once you get through a situation, that becomes something that goes into the bank of future. But it's really, every situation has a unique wisdom, insight, and clarity for you to rise, shine, and expire and expand out of it. Alive through dialogue, embodiment, and instinct. Instinct is your internal nerves streaming, trend-setting, intuitive now, celebrating today. So that's all we have, is the here and now to celebrate. Wild is curiosity, innovation, and inner compass activation, being the guide pointing you down to the onward down your trails of triumph onto your beaches of bountiful bliss. This is one of my favorite questions. Why all indoctrinated education is snapshots from yesterday creating here and now. Thinking, knowing, and cognitive recollections, mindset resistance, and comfort zone programming. And that's what it is. Yesterday's snapshots create here and now, thinking and knowing, cognitive recollections, mindset resistance, and comfort zone programming. Indoctrinated education recycles a past authority as present moment truth. Encoding snapshots of outdated narratives that loop as unquestioned knowledge, resistance arises when the mind mistakes memory for mastering. How do you think your mindset is mastering? It's really just a lock and block into yesterday. As comfort zone programming is yesterday's lessons, reheated where pre-approved thinking inhibits sovereign discernment. Yesterday's lessons reheated where pre-approved thinking inhibits sovereign discernment. That is very, very wise, and well, that's in my life, because that's all yesterday's lessons are, is reheated. Well, pre-approved thinking inhibits here and now. As sovereign discernment, true liberation begins when we stop mistaking recollection for realization. For the wildly inspired, as I trade perfection for present moment. As I trust instinct more than instruction, may the grit of veracity outlast the glitter of conformity. And when the world calls me an outlaw, so be it. I ride free as my sovereign acumen dissolves outdated cognitions. My sovereign acumen dissolves outdated cognitive recollection. And see, that's something I've learned about self-help, personal growth. They never let you out of the past. They always want you thinking about something. Something I did and I discovered in my life. As soon as as soon as I stopped thinking in the past and trying to think and tried to write and use inspiration, speak inspiration, and image my inspirations and express them outward, I rose to my uh, liberate. I rose to inner peace. Sovereign acumen dissolves cognitions by unhooking intelligence from inherited script, activating present moment wisdom that rises me out of recycled knowing. So that's the thing about thinking and knowing. You keep doing it; it's just recycled. Or recycling yesterday, as out where outdated cognitions cling to memorized conclusions, as sovereign acumen listens into insight unfolding now, not as recall, but as revelations. It bypasses mental obedience to past authorities. It bypasses mental obedience to past authorities. How have we done that? That one is a very much an enlightening second for me. As refining wisdom that no longer seeks to match what was taught, but to embody what is the veracity of the here and now. As outdated cognition repeats, sovereign acumen responds and never archives anything, as my healthy, wealthy veracity never lied to me, as my classy, sassy, sovereign acumen animates my here and now with panorama views of my lush, desired lifestyle. Why my thinking and knowing is triggered from snapshots from yesterday, making my movies of today. Yesterday's snapshots become today's script, but I'm no longer bound to the frames I didn't choose. The reel keeps running, but I can step off the set and color the scenery with my revelations. Never echoes from the past that now flickers. My felicity is a celebration of love, instigating celebration, keenly entertaining, revolutionary spectaculars, sculpting today's hellraisers, fun of the sun splendor. Sky sculpting my dreamer's paradises on earthly horizon. So I listen, witness, and observe, view, and experience my lush, desired lifestyle today and every day in a bold, loving way. My life movie is never the memory. It is my hearing now, clearing the lens of liberating extravaganzas, neon streaming, sun of the fun splendor, now and forevermore. As I soar, once was survival is no longer my script. I honor the past as I rise to choose my present as I author my dreams, desired lifestyle, moneyed up, accomplished outcome, with grinning gusto, gratitude, and smiling appreciation for me and my sleek, unique talents. Where sovereign acumen translates into liberated choices, sovereign acumen rises and energizes liberated choice because it sources wisdom from within, not from conditioned approval from inherited scripts from yesterday and outside sources. As it perceives choice as revelation, disengaging reaction, as my canny choices emerge from the resonance with vibrant veracity, disengaging from alignment from familiar programming. Where outdated cognition loops learned obedience, sovereign acumen listens inward, sensing the energetic signature of my what rises expands me out of yesterday versus what contracts. As I hearken and liberated choice from pioneering philosophy, as I write my nowography of the here and now, my energetic liberates My liberated scripts of my here and now elegantly feels like a liberating invitation streaming sovereign splendor that I never resist. Let's breathe life into my nowography. Nowography is an autobiography, but you write the nowography of the now. Listening and living unfiltered frequencies of freedom from my frontier of here and now, liberated from memory, free of my mini crybaby BS, opens my flowing bountiful bliss, kissing my life of luxurious leisure. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. As my North Star beams bright, energized, autonomous, magical supremacy for my heart and soul as I write my enlightened, as I rise in of the now, what I sculpt flows from freedom, never from memory. I plant lush visions in today's fertile soil, and I water them with presence, never the past. As I say it aloud, whisper into my mornings, anchor your actions into its rhythms. As nowography is an energetic script of my here and now. Uh, so I declare cowboy wisdom rides from the gut, not the script, cutting through conditioned thoughts with instinct, grit, and live simplicity. It trusts experience over indoctrination. Freedom flows in the wild, never on a worksheet. Hypnocuity awakens indoctrinated suppresses suppress, restoring, opening the inner compass dulled by control, competition, and colonial codes. Where rigid education tells you what to think, hypnocuity asks you who you are before they told you. Unschool the soul as I was taught to sit still, measure thought in test scores, swallow the silence like a virtue. Yet out here where the fences end, I hear visionary veracity in the hoofbeats, feel freedom in my dirt stained palms. As cowboy wisdom never asks for permission, as cowboy wisdom listens to the winds of wisdom, gut gumption, spirited stars, as hypnocuity is the art of remembering you were never broken, just hypnotized by other people's survival scripts. Now I've unlearned and unscripted my life like it's a revolution, and every breath is a jailbreak from indoctrinated systems. As I am strolling through my wide open field with zero footsteps, zero fences, my hands press into the soft clay under a sun that never sets. As this moment is the moment I choose lushness over legacy. Paint it, print it, post it on the wall. Let it be seen by me and everybody in a beautiful way as I am liberated from my thinking, knowing mind from yesterday, as I enjoy today's heavenly heyday. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you, and I want to say good night and enjoy your weekend.